welcome to the class of 2022 Scholarship Night. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. On behalf of the Pinelands Regional School District, I would like to personally thank all of our generous donors who have provided scholarships to our students. I am eternally grateful for tonight's memorial scholarships that honor the memory and continue the legacy of our loved ones. This evening, we are presenting scholarships to 92 students in the amount of $224,000. As the Director of Student Services and Chairperson of the Scholarship Committee, I would like to thank the committee members who are listed on the program and to recognize our guidance team. Please stand. Mrs. Marla Heineman. In addition, I would like to acknowledge Ms. Ruby Rawa and especially Administrative Assistant at my right hand, Mrs. Kelly Nutt, in the rear of the auditorium. As we present tonight's scholarships, we will be calling the donor forward and the winner will be announced. We have a backdrop for a photo opportunity in the back of the auditorium, with one or two representatives from the scholarship, and the winner may go back for a picture. A special thanks to Ms. Cameron Farr and Mr. Jim Hardwood for their assistance this evening in this photo opportunity. Let's begin with our first award, and it is presented by our high school principal, Mr. Troy Henderson.
Good evening, everyone. The class of 2022 Principal's Award recipient is an amazing student. He is currently ranked 7th in his class with a GPA of 4.877. He is also one of our best athletes, captain of the soccer team, and a starter on the tennis team. This year, he suffered a serious injury earlier in the year on the field that ended his soccer season. But he supported his teammates as much as he could by attending practices and games. He's an outstanding young man and a quiet, modest leader. Congratulations, Adam Grila.
All right, we're going to get started with the rest. Congratulations, Adam, and let's get started. The rest of the scholarship recipients will be in the front, center, in front of the guidance counselor's table. So let's begin. The Al Golf Scholarship, we have two in the amount of $250, and the winners are James K. Hill and Taylor Lever. The American Association of University Women Elizabeth S. Broughton Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $250. It is presented by Jerry Ripple, and our winner is Leanna Trebler. The American Legion Post 493 Scholarship, Ladies Auxiliary Unit. It is in the amount of $1,500 and it is presented by Charity DeCamp. And our winner is Zachary Pritch. American Legion 493 Scholarship presented by Andy Jackson. We have two in the amount of $1,500, and the winners are Joel Marr, Daniel McCarthy. And we have one in the amount of $500, Evan Cusack. The American Legion Riders Chapter 493. We have two at $500. The presenters are Willa Laycock, Jim Lipinski, Sandra Dingfeld, Elia Dingfeld, Eden Dingfeld, Phil Dingfeld, Cullen Kraft, and Harry Laycock. We have two winners, and they are John Stano and Michael Stano. The American Legion Sons of the American Legion Squadron in the amount of $1,500 presented by Jeff Kleinow, and the winner is Andrew Faldudo. The American Veterans Chapter 493, we have Mr. Andy Jackson presenting. He might be in the back. Oh. And we have a few. The first and $400 is Eric Nass. And we have two more, John Stano and Mike Stano. Join them in the pictures. Perfect. Okay, the Bass River Elementary PTO. We have two at $250 presented by Angie Taylor. Our winners are Rava Rufino and Nadia Sturley. The Bayman Men's Club at $500 is presented by Frank Johnson, Cy Collins, and Marvin Oppenheim. Our winner is Caleb Demerly. The Beach Haven Volunteer Fire Company in the amount of $250 is presented by Deputy Chief George Salazar. Or Mrs. Heineman, and our winner is Haley Doherty. The Bill Chapman Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $1,000, presented by Jane Chapman and Reverend Dr. Chip Graves. And our winner is Tori Dunn. The Bill Mark Plumbing and Heating Scholarship in the amount of $250, presented by the owners Mark and Angie Taylor. And our winner is Ethan Edwards. The Brown Family Scholarship, we have four at $1,000. We have four winners. Presented by Mrs. Heineman, Claire Farrell. Danielle Kenny. Victoria Lund. And Drew Singh. The Carmona Full Service Scholarship in the amount of $500 presented by Mrs. Heineman, and the winner is Jane Wilkinson. The Carol Hoey Memorial Education Scholarship in the amount of $500 presented by her children, Suzette McCarthy and Ron Hoey, and the winner is Mackenzie Stevenson. The Kathy Beach Memorial Scholarship sponsored by the Little Egg Harbor PTO in the amount of $500, presented by Samantha Starr, Tiffany Middlecoop, and Jennifer Makarski. Our winner is Bailey Lawrence. The Causeway Ford Scholarship. We have 11 of them at the amount of $250. I'll call all 11 forward. Stephen DeMillo. Caleb Demerlin. Jacob Rodrigo. James Dawson. John, Laura Lee, Angelina Papa, John Stano, Michael Stano, James Wilkinson, and Miss Bailey Lawrence. The Chris Richmond Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $500, presented by Mrs. Heineman. The Chris Richmond Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $500, presented by Mrs. Heineman, and the winner is Drew Singh. The Chris Richmond Memorial Scholarship sponsored by Cedar Run Orthodontics in the amount of $500, presented by Mrs. Heineman, and the winner is Joel Marr. The Christopher Ross Kelly Scholarship. We have two in the amount of $500. It is presented by his mom, Dina Kelly, and his brother, Sean Kelly. We have two winners this evening. The first is Bridget Dudas. And Jane Wilkinson. The David C. McVeigh Wrestling Memorial Scholarship. We have two in the amount of $500, presented by the McVeigh family. And we have two winners. Carly Childs, and Mateo Mina. The degree of Pocahontas, Lloyd Council number 1, we have 2 at $250 presented by Mrs. Heineman. We have 2 winners. Ezekiel Haney and Joel Marr. The Dylan Baker Wrestling Memorial Scholarship presented by Mrs. Heineman in the amount of $250, and the winner is Mateo Mina. The Dorothy J. Mercurio Memorial Scholarship, 2 at $250, presented by Mrs. Heineman, and we have 2 winners, Angelina Papa and John Stano. The Durham School Services Scholarship in the amount of $500 presented by Mrs. Heineman, and the winner is Andrew Baldudo. The Eagleswood Education Association in the amount of $250 presented by Mrs. Heineman, and the winner is Caleb Demerly. And Caleb, don't go too far. The Eagleswood Elementary PTA Scholarship, 4 at $250 presented by Isabella Farrow. We have 4 winners. Caleb Demerly, Connor Johnston, Sage Farrow, and Samantha Rhoda. Family and friends of Robert R. Sorelic Senior Memorial Scholarship presented by his daughter Jen Sorelic and her son Michael. The first is in the amount of $500, and the winner is Carly Childs. We then have 3 in the amount of $300 each for Braxton Bollier, Kayla Davis, and Ethan Edwards. The Forever Home Real Estate Scholarship presented by Don Wilson. We have a few. The first is a real estate scholarship in the amount of $1,000, and the winner is Connor Johnston. The second is a hospitality scholarship in memory of Dean Shapewell in the amount of $1,000. And that hospitality scholarship goes to Aiden McCleary. A special education scholarship in memory of Dean Shapewell in the amount of $1,000 to Tori Dine. The Frank B. Panzone Jr. Memorial Scholarship, sponsored by Southern Ocean County Chamber of Commerce, presented by Mrs. Marla Heineman. We have two in the amount of $500 each. The first winner is Haley Doherty. The second is Caitlin Rodriguez. The Fred Stryker Golf Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $500, and the winner is Thomas Riley. The Friends of Sonia Vanna Hall in the amount of $1,220 presented by Jessica DeFrancia. And our winner is Laura Lees. The Gary Thomas McCarthy Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $350 presented by Brian McCarthy and Kelly Lenny. And the winner is Andrew Faldudo. The George A. Reister Scholarship in the amount of $1,500 presented by Mrs. Railman, and the winner is Brian Omar. The Gianna Palmieri Memorial Scholarship, sponsored by Gianna's Gift from Heaven, presented by her parents, Barbara and Gerard Palmieri. We have five in the amount of $1,000. Connor Johnston. Sophia Kirby. John Stano. Liana Trebor. Kayla Weber. We now have five at $500. Alexa Farioli. Bailey Lauren. Haley Hasecki. Samantha Rodice. Zachary Treble. The Good Shepherd Lutheran Church in memory of Burge Baum in the amount of $250. It is presented by Burge's daughter, Stacy Von Sherman, and the winner is Bailey Lawrence. The Great Bay Democratic Club in memory of Rico Gelmetti in the amount of $500 presented by Kim Campbell, and the winner is Liana Trebor. She'll be right down, she's up there. And let's give it up for Liana Trebor. Don't go too far, Liana. One more after this. Great Bay Regional Volunteer EMS in the amount of $250, presented by Kim Angle, and the winner is Jacob DiPolito. The Great Bay Rotary, we have 3 at $2,000, presented by Janelle Gonzalez. We have 3 winners. Tori Dine, Sophia Purdy, and Liana Trebor. The Great Bay Women's Club in the amount of $500. It is presented by Jenny Hagan, the Vice President, and Marie Tyndall, the Treasurer, and Mrs. Railman. And our winner is Sarah Curtis. The Gregory John Eastburn Jr. Memorial Award presented by Bryce White, Amy and Sons Wesley and Grady Eastburn. We have 2 in the amount of $500. The first is Braxton Bollier. and Ethan Edwards. The Hard Work Scholarship in the amount of $250 presented by Mrs. Railman, and the winner is Ryan O'Rourke. We now have the Improved Order of Redmond, Tribe 61 Freedom, Friendship, and Charity Scholarship. We have quite a few. It is presented by John Malone, Tom Barger, and J.J. Jadwick. The first is in the amount of $1,000, and the winner is Ezekiel Haney. We then have 6 at $500 each. The first, Riley Hamilton. Joel Marr. Kirsten Northup. Zachary Pritch. Paige Rocheski. Jane Wilkinson. I think we are next in memory of John T. Dalrymple. You guys are done. Thank you. In memory of John T. Dalrymple, we have 3 at $500, and Mrs. Railman will be presenting them. The first is James Cahill. Adam Relap. Kayla Weber. We now have the Italian American Social Club of Little Egg Harbor, presented by Mark Falzone and Richie Conrad. We have 2 in the amount of $500. The first is Ethan Edwards. Nina Miola. We have the Richie Cray Memorial Scholarship. We have 4 in the amount of $500 each. The first is Ezekiel Haney. Matthew Klein. Patrick O'Brien. Mackenzie Stevenson. The James Schaefer Hertz Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 presented by Mrs. Railman, and the winner is Fred Steele. The Jessica DeFrancio Realtor Associate Scholarship. We have 2 in the amount of $500 each. It is presented by Jessica DeFrancio. The winners are Connor Johnston, in the amount of $500 presented by Jerry Riffle, and our winner is Jane Wilkinson. The Joey Oliver Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $3,000. It is presented by Joseph's mom, Tracy Oliver, and his sisters, Victoria and Nicolette Gilson. The winner is Braxton Bollier. The Joseph T. Kelly Memorial Scholarship. It is in the amount of $250, and it is presented by his son, Joe Kelly, and the winner is Adam Grelap. The Just Be Wild Scholarship in the amount of $1,000. It is presented by Ailish of Just Be Photography. And our winner is Sophia Kirby. The Kathy Martin Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $450, presented by Mrs. Railman, and the winner is Jessica Capriglione. The Law Office of Richard Kittrick in the amount of $1,000. It is presented by Mrs. Railman, and the winner is James Cahill. The Lester Peshko Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $500. It is presented by his daughters, Larissa and Tiffany, and their mom, Tracy, and the winner is Christopher Caravano. The Little Egg Harbor Chamber of Commerce Scholarship. We have two in the amount of $1,000 each. The presenter is Mrs. Railman, and the winners are Bailey Lawrence, Carly Pomponio, Bailey, don't get too close. The Little Egg Harbor Education Association Scholarship, we have four in the amount of $375, presented by Mrs. Railman, and we have four winners. Ezekiel Haney, Bailey Lawrence, Zachary Critch, Liana Trebor, the Little Egg Harbor PTO Scholarship in the amount of $500, presented by Samantha Stark, Tiffany Middleton, and Jennifer McCarskey, and our winner is Liana Trebor. The Little Little Ed Farber Tuckerton PBA Local 295 Scholarship, presented by Mrs. Railman. The first, in the amount of $500, Victoria Lund. The next are in the amount of $1,000 each. The first, Matthew Klein. Joel Marr. Patrick O'Brien. Zachary Pritch. And the Junior Recruit Program in the amount of $1,000, Sophia Lopiccolo. The Logan Rios Scholar Athlete Award. We have two in the amount of $250, presented by Mrs. Mooney, and the first is James Cahill. Bridget Dudas. The Long Beach Township PBA Local Scholarship in the amount of $1,000, and the winner is Sophia Kirby. The Long Beach Township Police George C. Schnell Junior Memorial Scholarship, 2 at $250, and the winners are Haley Doherty, Danielle Kenny, the Lucille Bates and Family Scholarship. We have 4 at $300 each, presented by Diane Brown. The first, Ethan Edwards. Patrick Johns. Joel Motz. Aiden Ski. The Lynch Family Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $500, presented by Mrs. Mooney, and the winner is Gavin Brown. The Manahawkin Elks Lodge 2340, 2 at $725, presented by Bruno Cerwanka and Brianna Marshall. We have 2 winners. The first, Matthew Klein. Jane Wilkinson. The Maria Bugala Scholarship, 2 at $800. It is presented by Nunez Bugala and R.J. Clark. The first winner is Riley Hamilton. The second is Anthony Winks. The The Marion Ramsey Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $500 presented by Thomas Ramsey and Catherine Michaela. The winner is Claire Farrell. The Mary C. Southwick Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $2,000. It is presented by Mr. Chris Mulch, and the winner is Haley Doherty. The Matthew P. Hamill Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $500, presented by Mrs. Mooney, and the winner is Angelina Papa. The Maureen Mo Lawless Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $600, presented by Mary Beth and Jeff Courtney, and the winner is Haley Doherty. The Micah Club Scholarship, we have $200 and $500 each, and the presenter is Mrs. Mooney. The first is Nina Viola. Zachary Pritch. Mr. K's four-year plan in honor of Paul Cosden in the amount of $250, presented by Mrs. Mooney, and the winner is Savannah Robertson. Naples Pizzeria, we have 2 scholarships in the amount of $500 each, presented by Frank Calandria. And our winners this evening are Matthew Bonds, and Bridget Dudas. The New Life Community Church in the amount of $500 is presented by Phil Usatola, and the winner is Jane Wilkinson. The Ocean County Caring Award in the amount of $250 presented by Mrs. Mooney, and the winner is Tori Dime. The Ocean County Mayor's Association Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 presented to Ryan Omar. The Ocean County School Counselors Association Scholarship in the amount of $500 presented to Jessica Capriglione. The Ocean County Superintendent's Roundtable Association, 2 at $1,000. The winners are Sophia Kirby and Daniel Carter. The Ocean County Superintendent's Roundtable Association, OCTBS, in the amount of $1,000, Peter Marola. The Osborne Island Residents Association, we have 2 in the amount of $250. The first winner is Aiden Ski. Mackenzie Stevenson. The Friends Foundation, we have 3 in the amount of $250. The first winner is Nicholas Dahlia. Daniel McCarthy. Sage Farrow. The Pinelands Education Association Scholarship. We have 2 in the amount of $1,000 each, presented by Mel Reed. The first winner is Sophia Kirby. Paige Rocheski. Pinelands Junior Wildcat Football Club. We have 3 scholarships in the amount of $250 each. It is presented by Tracy Taylor and Shannon Zimmerman. The first winner is Kayla Davis. Daniel McNeever. Kenyon White. Pinelands National Junior Honor Society Scholarship in the amount of $250 presented by Mrs. Mooney, and the winner is Andrew Faldudo. The Pinelands PTSO Scholarship. We have 4 in the amount of $250. Presented by Ms. Heather Constantino. Our winners are Alexa Fiorenzo, Joseph Horn, Nadia Sturries, and Nicholas Wilson. The Pinelands Regional High School Boys Basketball Scholarship Peter Gray Jr. Memorial, 2 at $400 each, presented by Mrs. Koya. The winners are Andrew Faldudo, Ryan O'Rourke. The Pinelands Regional High School Class of 2022 Scholarship. We have 2 in the amount of $250 each. Presented by Mrs. Koya. The first winner is Tori Dine. The second is Sophia Kirby. The Pinelands Regional High School Class of 2025 Scholarship in the amount of $250, presented by Mrs. Koya, and the winner is Peter Marola. The Pinelands Regional High School Golf Scholarship in the amount of $500, presented by Mrs. Koya, and the winner is Thomas Riley. Pinelands Regional High School Interact Club, we have 3 scholarships in the amount of $350 each. And the winners are Tori Dime, Sophia Kirby, and Liana Trebor. The Pinelands Regional High School Music Department Cat Cabaret Scholarship in the amount of $500, and the winner is Andrew Watson. Pinelands Regional High School Student Government Scholarship. We have 4 in the amount of $500 each, presented by Ms. Lindsay Williscroft. Our winners are Tori Dime, Sophia Kirby, Carly Pomponio, and Kayla Stallard. The Pinelands Regional High School Thespian Society. We have 2 in the amount of $750 each. The first is Madison Romano. Mackenzie Stevenson. The next scholarship is the amount of $500. And our winner is Gianna Butcher. The Pinelands Regional High School Yearbook Scholarship in the amount of $500. It is presented by Mrs. Koya, and the winner is Michelle Ramos. The Pinelands Regional High School Yearbook Mr. Pineland Scholarship in the amount of $500, and the winner is Corey Conway. Pinelands Regional High School Yearbook Mr. Pinelands first runner-up, and we have 2 of them at $250, Karen Boyd and Ethan Butler. The Pinelands Regional Instructional Management Organization. 2 scholarships in the amount of $500, and the winners are Caleb Demerly, Nicholas Dalio. Pinelands Regional Junior High 7A Cross Country Scholarship in the amount of $250 presented by Mrs. Koya, and the winner is Matthew Klein. The Pinelands Regional Student Service Scholarship. We have 6 of them at $250 each, and we'll call all 6 up. The first, Rose Cicero. Trisha McAllister. Evan Open. Ashley Pedraza Garcia. Sean Rudder. Nicholas Wilkinson. The Pinelands School-Based Youth Services Scholarship, we have 3 in the amount of $750 each, presented by Mrs. Janelle Gonzalez. Our first winner is Isabella Farmer. Alexa Farioli. Anthony Turi. The Pinelands Soccer Association Scholarship, we have 4 in the amount of $300 each, presented by Mrs. Tracy Simoncini. And the first winner is Stephen D'Amelio. Bridget Dudas. John Stano. Michael Stano. The Pinelands Theater Art Foundation Scholarships. We have 2 of them, and they are both presented by Ms. Patty Martin. The Stage Ninja is in the amount of $500, and the winner is Samantha Rodas. The Tony Award in the amount of $500, Caleb Demerly. The Ray Masnick Memorial Information Technology Scholarship in the amount of $1,000, presented by his son, Ray Masnick, and the winner is Ezekiel Haynes. The Regular Republican Club, we have 2 scholarships in the amount of $500, presented by Ken Laney. The first is Carly Pomponio. Tyler Snyder. The Rolling Thunder New Jersey Chapter 2 Scholarship. We have in the amount of $1,000, presented by Patrick Moore, Amy Moore, and Al Peone. And our winner this evening is Daniel McCarthy. The Sextant Lodge 286, presented by Joe Schwartz, and a few others, quite a few. Our first, we have 2 scholarships in the amount of $1,000 each. Our winners are Isabella Farmer, and the second is Paige Rocheski. We now have 5 scholarships in the amount of $500 each. Bridget Dudas, Riley Hamilton, Matthew Klein, Angelina Papa, Caitlin Rodriguez, the Seroptimus International of LVI scholarships. We have 2 in the amount of $1,500 each, presented by Marianne Green. Our first winner is Haley Doherty. Our second is Haley Piasecki. The Southern Ocean Medical Center staff in the amount of $1,500 presented by Mrs. Stewart, and the winner is Jacob DiPolito. St. Teresa's Church, we have 2 in the amount of $500 each, presented by Kathy Masnick. Our first winner is Angelina Papa. And our second is Tyler Snyder. The Stafford Township PBA Local 297 in the amount of $500 presented by Chris Mulch, and our winner is Haley Doherty. The Stephen Boggs Memorial Scholarship, we have 2 in the amount of $1,000 each, presented by Mrs. Stewart. The first winner is Bridget Dudas. And I will announce also the second, Adam Relay. The Sunrise Bay Women's Club Scholarship in the amount of $500 presented by Mrs. Stewart, and the winner is Michelle Ramos. The Sylvia Krupp Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 presented by Mrs. Stewart, and the winner is Savannah Robertson. The Teddy Marusis Memorial Athletic Scholarship in the amount of $250 presented by Teddy's family and Mrs. Stewart, and our winner is Angelina Costa. She'll be right down. I appreciate everyone's patience as we're doing some of these photos. We will be able to put them on our website, and they'll really just be amazing keepsakes for our donors as well as all the families. So I do appreciate your patience with that as well. Our Tuckerton Beach Association Scholarship in the amount of $500 presented by Mrs. Stewart, and our winner is Joel Mott. The Tuckerton Education Association Scholarships. We have 5 of them at $300 each, presented by Kelly Leonard and Jody Ventresca. The winners are Sophia Kirby, Joel Marr, Eric Nass, Paige Rocheski, Craig Steele, the Tuckerton Elementary PTA Scholarship. We have 2 at $150 presented, also by Ms. Kelly Leonard and Jody Ventresca. The winners are Andrew Baldudo, Daniel McCarthy, don't go too far, Daniel. The Tuckerton Historical Society, we have a scholarship in the amount of $500 for Miss Kayla Weber. The Tuckerton Library Association, we have 2 in the amount of $500. Daniel McCarthy and Madison Romano. The Tuckerton Masonic Lodge. We'll wait for Ms. Madison. The Tuckerton Masonic Lodge, we have 4 at $1,000. The presenters are Bob Galome and Glenn Ferry. The Euclid Duke Dupuy Memorial Scholarship, the winner is Caitlin Barton. The Al Goh Memorial Scholarship is Jane Wilkinson. The Frank Kowaleski Memorial Scholarship, Paige Rocheski. Paige is yours. The Stephen E. Price Memorial Scholarship, Colin Hullings. The VFW Post 12173 Benny D. Pergola Memorial Scholarship in amount of $500 presented by Mrs. Stewart, and our winner is Daniel McCarthy. The Women's Club by the Bay, in the amount of $1,000, presented by Nancy Wise, Josephine Wittenberg, Pat Penelupo, Lorraine Holubowski. And our winner is Riley Hamilton. Before I announce the final scholarships, I would ask that if you are a parent or guardian of the class of 2022, I would like you to stand because of your dedication and support for your children. They are here tonight with all of their success. So please stand if you're a parent. Our final scholarships. It is the Elizabeth Otis Shear Memorial Scholarship. This scholarship is for $2,500 for each year of college, so it equals $10,000. We have the largest number of recipients in Pinelands history this evening being awarded this $10,000 scholarship. Are you ready? Sarah Benarchuk. Sophia Kirby. Bailey Lawrence. Ryan Omar. Carly Pomponia. Madison Romano. Kayla Staller. Anthony Winks. At this time, I would like the class of 2022 to please stand.